With all the bad news about Henry Cavill in recent days, him leaving the Witcher series, sorry Witcher fans, him um, not continuing as Superman in the DC universe, sorry Superman fans, we do have some good news about Henry Cavill. He is going to not only star in, but executive produce a Warhammer 40k series for Amazon. That, to me, is great news. And we're going to take a look at why, beyond just the headline. But first, this is Gamer1745 here. And if you would do me a favor of licking that like button, it's very tasty. And if you're new, hey, smash the subscribe button. If it's red there, just smash it. And of course, I'd love to hear your comments about all of this. And I have several Warhammer 40k series up on my YouTube channel. If you want to check out the gaming content while there, you might like some of the games. Right. Let's get into this. This is from The Hollywood Reporter, out just hours ago as I'm making this recording. The streaming giant Amazon is in the process of getting the rights to the miniature game. I think they mean I don't think they mean buying the game. Owning the game production, or the game itself, but the rights for movies and series. I'm presuming they don't specify in the article, but it says the actor who Wednesday officially hung up his Man of Steel cape after Warner Brothers announced it is going in a new Superman direction, thanks to DC Studios head James Gunn and Peter Safran. But I also say, and it is attached to star and executive produce a series adaptation of Warhammer 40k, the popular science fiction fantasy miniature war games that's set up at Amazon. Okay, right. Well, just before we get into more of that, this is the game we're looking at here on the screen is Warhammer 40k Battlesector, and it is a very faithful adaptation of the actual tabletop miniature games, but in the computer, with the same rules, same all of that, turn-based. It is very well done. Highly recommend it if you're interested in this type of thing, if you want to learn about it. And there's a very, very good story-driven campaign as part of this game. Right. Now back to what is really good about the series is Henry Cavill, from my understanding, lobbied to play the role of the Witcher because he loved the game, read the books, loved them. I know they're a bit different, but loved both of them, wanted to play it. Well, the executive producer, Patty Jenkins, had a different vision than the Witcher's author and the Witcher's games developers. She wanted I'm just going to say this, an anti-male, female-centric series that she, and if she just said, hey, I want to do this fantasy series, it's, women empowerment, no one would give her money. So they needed to get a franchise that was popular and then take it over and make it the way she wants to and not the way the franchise is. Well, Cavill supposedly is one of us, a gamer, likes to game, famously built his own PC, but so he's into the science fiction, into the fantasy, and maybe other wargaming franchises. And so if he's going to executive produce this, that means he's going to have the control over the major issues of the series. And yeah, any of these series or movies is a collaborative process. He won't have 100% say on every single detail, but overall he'll have significant control. So I'm going to presume they're going to get good writers, good director, how to place the camera, good editors, how to edit the final product, and all of that. There's people out there that can do that if they hire them. So I have high hopes that this is going to be a good series. The only thing that is
Victory
potentially,
for the Bloodblades.
well,
Victory for Skyfall.
you know, I guess a lot of these characters, we can zoom right in here. Now here we go. Here is, and I did pick this one on purpose, does have his face out, but many of them, of course, are helmeted. Actors don't like, you know, how many of you know what David Prowse looked like? You know, he who played Vader. You all know who Vader is, of course, but you know, he who played Vader. So, but obviously you can do something like this. We will see what his role. Let me continue with the Amazon article. Amazon is in final talks for the rights to the game, and see, that's they're not produced by Games Workshop after months of negotiation to fend off rival companies that also sought the rights. I'm thinking they mean rights to a series or a movie, and not ownership rights to the IP or whatever. They go on, this is the Hollywood Reporter, they go on, Warhammer is akin to Dungeons & Dragons. Dice are involved in playing. Yeah, not at all, in my opinion. The game setting is 40,000 years in the future. Dark indeed. Cavill is known Warhammer fan and paints figures. Just going through the article here, and so yeah, so this is what is going to be Cavill's big future. I'm not saying, you know, in producing and starring in this, he won't be doing other things, either minor roles or even potentially major, but this is where he is heading. So,
Battle line squad ready.
this just went to a save game. And we're not really like...
Sanguinius watches over us.
Oh. Let me click it right.
Their death is our only option.
Kind of stuff here. And chainsword. Not maybe a smart move because you'll probably die from that or something, but just to sort of let you see what all this is like.
For the Emperor.
And so you can imagine playing this on a tabletop
Engaging the enemy.
or in Battlesector. So that is basically what the game, and there's huge amounts of lore, novels written in this game world setting. Yeah, I'd love to hear your comments. Sorry, I really enjoyed the first season of The Witcher, not the second. Don't even know if I'm going to check out the third. I liked Cavill's Superman, though for me it's Steve Reeves and George Reeves, if I can get the last two, they're just one with an S and without, the old television actor when I was a young kid. Those are my models for Superman, but Cavill did a very good job as well in Superman. So sorry to hear, you know, for your disappointments in those franchises, but this is good and interesting news here. So thank you, everyone. Hope to see you around.